All right, happy Saturday, everybody. Checking in. All right, happy Saturday, everybody out there in social media land. I'm checking in on this Saturday. Y'all talk health and slim waistline. All right, so let's get this party started in just a moment. Jumping on ahead and let somebody know if you're watching this later. Let us know it is later, whatever it is. But I can tell you, I'm super excited. It's good. All right, y'all. Happy Saturday, everybody. All right, let's get this party started on this Saturday. All right, I want to say happy Saturday to everybody that's out there in social media land. Great day to all of you. As we are checking in, I guess on the afternoon on the East Coast, right? It is still morning out here on the West Coast, and I can tell you, I woke up feeling really, really, really good, right? And I can tell you, it's exciting. And so on today, I wanted to talk about health. I wanted to talk about these waistlines. I wanted to really share with all of you something that's really, really phenomenal, whether you're jumping on live, whether you're watching later. I tell you, there is an incredible movement that is really shifting and shaking up the entire world. And it is all about health, right? And so, one of the things that I could truly say at the age of 55, my name is Pam McCray, right? It is right there on the screen for those of you who may not know me. I can tell you that many, many years ago, I understood the importance of health. There were moments in our life where we definitely did not do the things that we needed to do when it came time to living a healthier lifestyle. However, I can say that we did realize many, many years ago that we needed to do something different in order to ensure that while we are here on this earth, that we are living life to the fullest. And the only way to be able to do that is to first take care of self, right? The greatest love of all is self-love. And so we knew this. And I can tell you, growing up with a even parents, my mom and my dad, they believed in they ate what they wanted to eat at times. But I can remember my mom, taking me to health and wellness conferences and, having barley greens in the house, making us drink this every single day. I can remember the rice cakes. I can remember, the alfalfa sprouts and things of that nature, all in the refrigerator. And she was always on this health journey as she ended up becoming a naturopath and really began to teach God's people about, being healthy. But even in throughout all of that, I still lost her to a horrible disease, right? Where, individuals began to lose their memory. And I'll never forget those moments. I'll never forget how I watched my mom literally dissipate, no longer being able to recognize us, no longer really being herself. And that is one of the reasons why I am so adamant about sharing with the world to those who will listen, because I'm not called to everybody, but I can tell you that to those who will listen and understand that there are all natural, healthy alternatives that will allow you to enhance your health, right? We don't have to settle for the prescription drugs, right? You may be on some type of medications, and dealing with different things in your body. But I can tell you, I truly believe that as I watched my mom decline, that it was the medications that these doctors had her on that increased the decline. As a matter of fact, I know it for a fact. All right, like seriously. And I know that, unfortunately, she did what she had to do when it came time to taking care of what she thought she needed to do, when it came time to taking care of her cholesterol levels, when it came to taking care of her pressure levels, when it came time to, her no longer being able to realize as she fought, right? I watched my mom fight this disease. I watched her be in denial, and I watched, her be put on these different medications, and time again. And at that point, there was nothing else that could be done, right? And so that's why I'm so passionate about health. That is why Nate and I have truly made a decision to really, share health. And we just happen to be blessed to be connected to some incredible products because, now we're in a position where we are dealing with it just a tad bit when it comes time to his mom's health, right? And so at the end of the day, I am here. And we have to understand that when it comes time to us living a healthier lifestyle, it truly is just about us making some decisions, right? And if we decide that we're not going to fall prey to just everything that comes our way, right? That we are going to do something every single day to create those lifestyle changes, right? And those lifestyle changes involve mind and your mind and your body, right? And that's what Project 2.5 is all about: mind, body, and money, because we have some products that are yielding us some income as we're helping to change the lives of others. And that's really, really what it all is about. And so we're on a mission to impact 2,500 lives in 2025 as we bind to a bigger mission that we know without a shadow of a doubt will impact millions of lives all over the entire world, right? And so I can tell you that my journey on this has not always been easy, right? And I can remember the moments in which, I was definitely well overweight. I can remember the moments in which I was tipping, right at about 178 pounds. And those were moments in which I was doing things right, right? I may not have been doing everything right, but I was eating better. I was exercising, drinking my water as much as possible, doing the right things. But I can tell you, taking products, okay, but I can tell you, I didn't realize that there was a whole nother level to this thing, right? When it comes time to not just women, but men too, your hormonal health, right? Your hormone balance, the balance of your hormones in your body, right? And so it wasn't until I really began to understand this, okay, this is the reason why I'm on this yo-yo, this up and down. One minute I'm losing weight, one next minute I'm putting it all back on. And I'm sitting there in the mirror like, what is going on, right? What else do I need to do? But I can tell you that it wasn't until I began to understand how important your hormones are to your body. I realized that, hey, it caused hot flashes, right? Because I remember those moments and being in front of this camera like this, and you would see me duck off to the side because I was grabbing a towel to wipe sweat off my face, right? And didn't want anybody to think that, I was sweating on the camera because I was afraid, because that's my story too, right? Where I couldn't do any of this. I couldn't talk to you guys. I was shaking like a leaf, right? All of that stuff, right? Before I realized who I am, okay? And so at the end of the day, in God, right? Giving God all the glory. And so at the end of the day, I battled that, and I didn't realize that, okay, anything else. I didn't think it would affect my weight. I didn't think that it would affect anything else, right? But I can tell you, I realized it. I grabbed a hold of some products, and as a result of it, my life has truly began to change. And so, yeah, I'm on a mission, and I will scream it from the mountaintops all the way down to the valleys, and let everybody know that the time to do something different is now, right? We are living in a world in which there's an obesity epidemic. There's a diabetic epidemic. We are living in times in which, people, don't fully understand how addictive foods are, right? Foods are addictive, and these addictive foods that people are putting into their bodies as they're going through the drive-throughs, as they're going through, these fast food restaurants and just grabbing something to eat, thinking that that's the best thing to do because they're short on time, right? Or going down these aisles at the grocery store that are literally they're putting ingredients into these products that are literally killing us for real. And we have to understand that when there's knowledge out there, right, and you begin to get the knowledge is one thing, but knowledge is not powerful until you apply it, right? We were on a team call the other day, and Bonnie on our team shared with us how there are over 200 types of sugars out there. Why is that? They are now creating all of these different names, 200 different names of sugar. Let me put it that way, 200 names of sugars, over 200 of them. Why are they having to disguise this, right? Because people are starting to become aware that high fructose corn syrup is horrible for you and it's addictive, right? People are starting to become aware that sucralose, and things of this, they're not good for you, right? People are starting to become aware. So now they're creating all of these crazy names, these long names in which people can't even identify. And we have to realize that sugar is 10 times more addicted than cocaine. Yeah, 10 times more addictive than cocaine, right? So that is the reason why when someone now goes down the grocery aisle and they decide that, and I can testify to this one because this was our story for a minute, and they decide to get a pack of Oreos, right? I love Oreos. Oh my goodness, I love Oreos. I would get the double stuff, the triple stuff. I just want to eat all the cream out of the inside of the Oreos, right? But then I had to realize as I began to pay attention to labels that high fructose corn syrup was the reason why we could not just go get 3 and put the pack back in the cabinet. It was the reason why we went from eating 3 to 6 to now every single time we went to the grocery store, we were grabbing Oreos, even to the point of calling our kids and saying, you know what, bring home a pack of Oreos. But then we had to decide. Are we going to continue to put this nonsense into our body and allow it to control us? Or are we going to be the person to take control? All right. So on today, I'm going to talk about some products, but I really want to talk about, the state of health and why, our waistlines and what we're doing day in and day out really, really matter, right? So I pulled up some facts, right? And I just want to share this with you, right? As far as let's talk about I'm gonna bring this slide to the stage right quick, and I want to talk about obesity and what's happening right here. Then I'm gonna get into waistline circumference. All right, because we got a product that's melting waistlines. All right, so let's talk about this pre-diabetes, right? Metabolic dysfunction, a modern epidemic that's really occurring. We have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that 74% of all adults in US and Canada are now either overweight or obese. I said 74% of all adults in US and Canada are now either overweight or obese. 50% of our children. Now, this should hurt our hearts, like seriously, because these are our children. Our children depend upon us, right? Our children look to us to make sure that we are instilling healthy habits into them. But now 50% of our children are now either overweight or obese. Why is it? Because as parents, and I know because I gave into it, right? We gave into it, right? We had a child, we had one daughter, and that's why I'm super proud of her, who was obese, right? She realized that, and she looks at us now and she tells us, why did you allow me? But look at her now. She took control of her health, and she's going to share her story one day, right? And she now is a certified personal trainer and looking to embark upon really being able to help change lives even further. She's got an incredible story that will blow you away, that really talks about what these children deal with as teens and the pressures of being overweight and being a different size, and not being at that healthy size. So she's going to share her story one day. Trust me. 50% of our children overweight or obese. 50% of adults have pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. 30% of our children have pre-diabetes. These are our children, ladies and gentlemen. 18% of our teens have fatty liver disease, right? McDonald's, Wendy's, all of these places, Taco Bell, all these places, not good. In 1950, why is it that now in 2025, we're dealing with all of this? But back in 1950, only 1% of Americans had type 2 diabetes. You got to ask yourself, it's the food. It is the food. So whether people want to realize it or not, this is real. Okay. This for real is real. And so at the end of the day, let's talk a little bit more about it on today. So I shared with you about obesity, but I do want to just share this, right? As I can tell you that we are really excited because over the last month or so, we've been watching some waistlines really disappear, right? We've been watching some people begin to achieve their goal. The average waist circumference, right? Take a measuring tape and you measure around your waist. And I just want to say mine is now 28 inches. All right, I'll show you in a minute. All right. But when you measure around your waist, the average waist circumference for men is 40.5 inches. For women, the average waist circumference is 38.7. All right, that's all right. Now, health implications. A waist circumference greater than 40 inches for men and 35 inches for women is associated with increased health risks, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancer. Waist to hip ratio may be a better predictor of future health issues than BMI when people BMI, right? So, how do you fix this? Incorporating a balanced diet, regular physical exercise, and stress management can significantly reduce waist circumference and improve overall health. All right. So we have to remember it's not just about the number on the scale, but where the weight is distributed, right? So it's not just about our scale, but where's this weight being distributed in your body? Is it all coming to your belly? Right? That's a problem. Prioritizing our waist health can lead to a longer, healthier life. All right. So I wanted to share that before I talk about some of these products that I want to talk to you about today, as we're talking health and as we are talking about slim waistlines and why paying attention to our gut health is so important. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we have to realize that 70% of our immune system, that's important. A strong immune system is going to allow you to be healthy. It's dependent upon our gut. So we got to pay attention to our gut. All right. So let me go ahead and I'm going to introduce to you all one of the products that when it comes time to feeling good, right, your overall health and being able to live life to the fullest and to allow yourself to put something into your body on a daily basis, no matter what you are wanting to accomplish, it really does start with a strong foundation. And this is one of the products that we said yes to. It is the one reason why I jumped forward to this opportunity, really realizing that, you know what, we were bringing it back, right? Like we were. Not really realizing just how ground floor and the things that we would have to really lay out and map out in order to get this thing going, the challenges that we would have to overcome, right? But we said yes to this. It is God's gift. And I can tell you that it is going to allow you to feel good. It helps with every aspect of your body. It is listed in the PDR, right? The physician's desk reference, that very same book that those medical doctors prescribe those prescription drugs that I talked about when I was sharing just a little bit about my mom's story, right? They won't tell you about this, but guess what? It is in there. And so I'm going to go on. And I want you to just look at this a little bit and just learn a little bit more about this Tahitian noni, because it is a game changer. We call it God's gift. And so I want you to look at this.
Do you worry about getting sick? Have joint or mobility issues? Feel tired frequently? Have stress or moodiness? What if there were a product that strengthened your immune system, boosted your energy, uplifted your mood, supported your overall health? Discover the power of paradise. Featuring Tahitian noni, a remarkable superfruit grown in lush French Polynesia, making it more potent than any noni in the world. Hand-picked in family-owned farms with tree-to-package traceability. A vegan formula that's packed with powerful antioxidants, adaptogens, phytonutrients, and nutrients. And free from soy, gluten, and artificial colors and flavors to naturally boost your energy, support healthy immune and cardiovascular systems, fight free radicals, promote mobility, help balance your mood, and maintain your overall wellness. Backed by clinical studies, third-party testing, decades of research, and with 170 million packages sold, people around the world have powered their health, their wellness, their lives with a sip of paradise. Will you? Tahitian Noni Original. Life powered by paradise.
There you have it. It's Life by paradise, and I could tell you there are so many different stories. Okay, we cannot even go into the different stories and just how powerful this Tahitian noni is. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is a game changer. Whatever it is that you are dealing with in your body, it is going to help. I can tell you my personal story is prior to sipping on this noni. I'll never forget the day that these pouches arrived at our door, right? I'll never forget the moment because I grabbed it right out of the box and I began to sip it without putting it in the refrigerator or anything. You know, now I can tell you, at the end of the day, when I first tried it, I was like, "Ooh, that's interesting," right? But I can tell you, it's a great taste, right? It has blueberry and grapes in it, and it is truly something that now, I can imagine our life without it, right? But after sipping on this for 3 days, 3 days, right? All I can tell you is I went from an individual who dealt with knee pain. I couldn't bend down, get back up without holding on to a desk, a table, or anything like that. But 3 days, no more pain. All right. And so I can tell you I'm excited about that because I can squat. I don't want to squat, but I know that knee strength is very, or leg strength is very important, right? And so at the end of the day, I realized that, you know what, if you want to live long, guess what? The stronger your legs are, hint, hint, click, click, click. I just want to let y'all know the stronger your legs are, it's been connected to longer life, right? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and get those squats going, right? So that's the first product when you're talking about health. And it also helps you with weight management. So, you really tie it all together so that now you're able to live good, feel good, and to maintain the weight as you are if you're someone who needs to lose some weight, right? May not be much, but it may just be a little bit of belly fat, right? So let's talk about this belly fat on today. And I want to pull up another slide, right? Because we have to realize, remember, I talked about waist circumference in the beginning of this. If you missed it, go back, watch the replay. I'm not going to go back into it, right? This is from one of our very own doctors because all of our products are backed by science. We have medical doctors that endorse them. We have clinical studies. So our products are proven. They are 100% guaranteed. They work. You don't have to worry about any of that, right? But weight gain around our midsection is associated with an increased risk. I just mentioned this, right? Right? From some facts I shared for high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes. The medical community is now beginning to refer as visceral fat, as killer fat. All right. So remember, a waist circumference greater than 40 inches for men and 35 inches for women are associated with increased health risks. All right. You heard it from me on today. Right. And I am not ashamed to talk about it. Right. Because I was once teeter tottering right at that when my waistline was right at about 34 inches. Right. So what do you do? What do you do when you're dealing with this visceral fat, this killer fat, that fat that wraps around your organs, right? That is what visceral fat is. It is that white fat that now is going to wrap around your organs. And this is the reason why it causes so many issues with a person within their body. Well, we have the answer. And I'm going to introduce it to you on today. All right. This product, I can tell you when it first launched, We well, we can't keep it in stock. I got to tell you that. But when it first launched, we sold 5,000 bottles, sold out in 38 minutes. We have sold well over, I know, in less than a month, over 30,000 bottles. Now, who knows where we're at? We are now waiting this product to come back on the scene, and we know that once it comes back, it's going to be back. But this thing is exploding as people are getting so many results. All right. So if you want to increase your metabolism, and you want to be able to 10x this thing with simplicity, this right here is your product.
Losing inches isn't easy, especially around your belly. Visceral fat is the stubborn belly fat that hides your hard-earned abs. This killer fat surrounds our organs, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Now you can give your hips, waist, and abs the advantage your body deserves. Introducing AbVantage, a stimulant-free hip and waist reducer from Colab. The active ingredients are clinically shown to help you burn calories 10 times faster. It works by activating fat-burning cells that target stubborn visceral fat to slim your hips and waist and help reveal your abs. It helps increase your metabolism so you can burn more calories and get leaner faster. Plus, it helps prevent rebound weight gain. Ditch yo-yo dieting. No more hiding in photos. Feel confident about your health. The advantage for slimmer hips and waist and helping reveal those abs is yours. So start taking AbVantage today.
All right, so who's ready to not just grab a hold of that noni, but to start taking this advantage on today? Well, I'm going to show you some stories of some people who could not wait to get a hold of this. But I do want to point out, as the inches are really melting off of these waistlines over here, I want to point out one of the ingredients, right? Because this ingredient goes above and beyond, all right? And it is a powerful, powerful, powerful spice, right, out of Africa. And so I want to talk about this number one ingredient and the reason why this product has no stimulants, no caffeine. People are literally popping 2 capsules, just 2 little capsules a day of this product. And guess what? The fat is melting away. Number one, the grains of paradise. You can see it is a powerful spice related to ginger, known for its thermogenic and metabolic and health boosting properties. So here's some of the benefits that this one ingredient provides, okay? Not to mention the other ones that are in this product. It's going to activate that brown fat. Remember, I mentioned the white fat we got to get rid of. So it activates the brown fat in order to get rid of the white fat in your body, right? It enhances your metabolism and energy expenditure. This is how you're going to be able to continue to burn the calories, even at rest. 2 of these a day, you're never going to stop burning calories. That's powerful, right? You lay down, you could take this stuff in the morning, you could take it at night. It's not going to affect your sleep. Matter of fact, you probably sleep better, right? Because we've heard some stories of that. Regulates blood sugar levels. This is all in this one ingredient in this product, okay? Next, it aids digestion and gut health. Remember, I talked about the gut health in the very beginning. Stimulates those digestive enzymes, promoting better digestion. Can help reduce bloating and discomfort after meals. How many of you deal with bloating and discomfort? Has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Supports hormonal balance and libido. Remember, I talked about the hormonal balance in the very beginning. But also, grains of paradise may boost testosterone levels in men. All right, men, supporting that muscle growth and overall vitality. Muscle growth too. All right, and traditionally used as an aphrodisiac. All right, to help with sexual health. So this is all in this one ingredient, right? This one spice. Number 7 is it improves circulation and heart health, cardiovascular health. Our heart health is so important. Remember, I shared with you how obesity, the epidemic is the visceral fat is all tied to, cardiovascular health not being on point. Well, guess what? This is going to help. Supports cognitive function and mood. I shared the story about my mom in the very beginning, just briefly, and why I'm so passionate about health. Well, I can tell you because I watched her decline. All right. And there's nothing like watching your parents or anyone decline mentally on this earth. To go through it day in and day out, you will find yourself in tears most of the time. Okay, seriously. But it the supports cognitive function and mood, right? The active ingredient compounds may enhance focus, alertness, and mental clarity. Could help combat. Remember, I talked about stress being tied to those waistline circumferences being over the mark, right? Stress is one of the reasons, and fatigue. So this is all in this one ingredient. And so when you look at this product, this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, it is flying. It is flying off the shelf. This is the reason why this is a game changer when it comes time to your waistline. This is the reason why so many people are saying yes and reaching out and going to our links and clicking order, and people are selling all of these bottles of Advantage because it works and the waistlines are decreasing. Like we've never seen anything like this before in our life. And I can tell you from a health perspective and waistline perspective, so we are going to win. From a financial perspective, we are going to win because the product is in demand. And so when you got something that's in demand and people see it working, it's game over. All right, y'all. And so let me just share with you, my before and after, and this and a little bit about my story. This was me in the beginning of January of 2024, right? And it was before I grabbed a hold of the product. Share with you in just a moment, right? And I can remember, losing some weight. But again, I always dealt with this belly fat, that visceral fat, right? My waistline right here wasn't quite, I don't know what it was, but I know at one point it was 34 inches, right? I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't the 28 that you see over on the right side of February after incorporating a lot what is known as skinny drops that will help you to increase your weight loss 2 times. But I was on the skinny drops. I added this Advantage about 3 weeks in, I want to say 3 weeks in of being on the drops, because I was able to grab a hold of the product when it was still before it actually launched, right? And so this allowed me to achieve a 28-inch waistline. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I feel absolutely amazing. And I'm just really excited, not just about my story, but all of the stories of people who have really struggled. Oh, I've struggled, but there's some people who have been on this journey for a very long time, and their life has completely changed as a result of this product, right? So let me bring up some more stories here, right? And I'm going to quickly share with you these, right? This is Letitia. When she got started, she took all of her measurements. That's the reason why it is all about the measurement game, all right, y'all? She took all her measurements. She did her arms, her calves, her waist, her neck. She was not playing. But literally in about 9 days' time, you could see that her measurements began to shift, right? She did it in 12. Well, she did from the 12th to the 22nd, right? So imagine this, right? Her hips went down a half an inch in 10 days. Her waist went down 3 inches in 10 days. These are the stories that we're seeing, and we're like, wow, we don't know what our company has provided us, but we can tell you that we are forever grateful and thankful, right? Now, this was Letitia in December, but look at her March 4th. Tremendous difference, right? One thing we could truly say is that people lie, but results don't lie. When you got before and after pictures, all right, there is no denying the process, right? And so now, not just everybody's grabbing a hold of this product, right? I want you to check out Michael. Michael was so excited. He sent this out to somebody to say, you know what? I got to share this with you. And he was able to lose 3 inches and 2 pounds in 7 days on this Advantage. All right. So excitement, story after story. Check out Monique. All right. This is for that individual out there that just has that pouch, right? You just want to get rid of it, because most people will look at Monique and be like, she need to sit down somewhere, right? I know, I can relate to that, right? But at the end of the day, I can tell you that she was able to do this in a matter of days of being on this product and feeling absolutely great, right? Here's some more stories. This is James. Imagine 2 pant sizes in 7 days, right? Incredible story here at this amazing company. And it's not just him and his wife are doing this thing big here and really have been on this journey of taking care of their health for a minute now, right? 7 inches. Imagine Natasha lost 7 inches, 7 inches released in 5 days. 7 inches released in 5 days. Look at her. And I could tell you that this picture was taken at an event right at the launch of this product where they got the product first, about maybe 10 days before everybody else did. And look at her. 7 inches released in 5 days. Here's another story. Check out Marquita. Marquita started this on the 24th. Look, for in just 10 days, right? 24, 10 days. Right? Look what happened. Her story, her waistline is shrinking. I can't make this up. All right. We are talking health and waistlines, slim waistlines on today. Okay. All right. Here's another story. Look at this. 5-day results. Okay. She lost 5 inches off 5 pounds, I'm sorry, and she lost 1.5 inches off of her waistline. Story after story after story after story. Here's another one. All right, she started it. She had to stop because she wasn't feeling well. And guess what? She started it back up and she lost 3 inches in 7 days and she didn't even exercise. You want me to go on? I'm going to go on. All right, check out Cheryl. All right. Noni, kicked it off, right? Noni, give it up to Noni, right? She started with the Noni, because if you know Noni. And she started with the Noni. We've been drinking this Noni. She took the advantage. She did everything that we represent. She ate clean. She moved her body for 30 minutes a day. She drank her water. Look what happened. 5 inches under her breasts, right? I told you we are measuring our bodies over here, okay? 5 inches under her breasts, 4 inches in her mid stomach, and 2.5 pounds overall. Many of these stories, all of these stories, I'm sharing with you beginning results, okay? Because their story has advanced since these slides were made, okay? Now, that's me again. I want to show me again. Now, check out Bobby, right? Bobby just revealed himself on last night, right? So congratulations to Bobby. So I had to pull him up on today, right? These are his 1 month results. Bobby said he went from a 45.5 inch waist to 41.5 in 1 month. He lost 4 inches off of his waistline. All right. This also includes some tweaks to his eating, right? He began to eat more protein. That's a whole nother conversation. I got to talk to you about the importance of protein. Intermittent fasting, another great concept, right? When it comes time to taking control of your health and losing this weight, right? We challenged our team a month ago to try this. And I can tell you, many of them have kept it going and have been able to achieve some great results with this. And increasing his exercise to include strength training. That's a whole nother conversation, because when you begin to build muscle, you can't help but burn fat. And remember, muscle is what is going to keep you here living longer on this earth, as his back is still healing, right? So he's doing all of this throughout challenges, but you can see Advantage definitely works, and it works even better when you are excited. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the stories are here. Now the question is, will you be the next story? But I got another product. I know I took a lot of time on Advantage, but you know what? I am here to talk health and health and slim waistlines. And so I would be remiss if I did not share with you the drops. All right, because this product is a game changer. I celebrate. Look at me. I don't have it close. Can't be spilling my stuff, right? Flying all over the place. I need something to wipe it. Nothing to wipe it. All right, y'all. And my accelerator, I took some of this today. Y'all tell. All right. I'm maybe on the drops, but I still take the accelerate. Right now, drops, what I love is you do the drops when you need it, and then you if it balances you back out, and then you go on your merry way. And I got Advantage to help me keep balance alongside my Oni and everything else that I take. All right, so let me introduce this product, right? And I'm gonna clean up this mess that I just made. All right, let's talk about this one. you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the other product that will allow you to also be healthy to achieve those slim waistlines. And I could tell you, it really all started with this, the skinny drops over here. And definitely we sell these. And we can tell you that they are all natural homeopathic drops that will help to balance your hormones. And at the end of the day, this is for that person who says, you know what, I'm going to commit to a meal plan, because you have to commit to a meal plan. All right. So this is challenge you, because you want to definitely commit to the meal plan. We have an incredible um, recipe book, right, that comes with it. And really a community of people who are on these drops and fired up and getting results, right, with our doctors who will answer your questions and things like that. So it truly is a product that is a game changer when it comes time to really grabbing a hold of it. But you got to commit. You got to cut out the sugars. You got to cut out the drops. I'm sorry. You got to cut out the carbs, and they are going to really help you to balance your entire body. All right. And that's what these are. These are our body balancing drops, right? And you can see that people are really excited about these body balancing drops because they balance your overall. All right. So we've talked about, right? We've talked about why you want to really be to pay attention to your waist circumference, right? And what the average circumference is, and what you need to be focused on if you are above where that healthy circumference is for both men and women on today, right? The importance of health, because there is an epidemic happening in this world, especially in the United States, simply because of the foods that people are eating, and everything tied along with everything else that we deal with, right? Well, if you're on here today and you're ready to take control of your health, you want to definitely get back with that person who invited you on here and say that I am ready. Go ahead and grab your products. If it's the Noni and the Advantage, if it's the Noni, the Advantage, the drops, or anything else that we got here, because we have something for everybody. You want to definitely make that decision on today. Yes, right? But I do want to here, I close this thing out. If you're out there and you're someone in which maybe it's just connected to your purpose, right? You love helping people. Maybe you're someone out there and you want to be able to do something for other people, or to instill a healthier lifestyle into your family, into your friends, and you want to be the example. Maybe there's a reason why you want to, be able to impact the lives of others. I can tell you that mine definitely is connected to the fact that I've watched I watched my parents battle with their health. I watched my grandparents battle with their health. I remember the medications. I remember the challenges. But I also watched my dad, who lived to be 96 years old, as my mom shifted to um, being able to give him a healthier lifestyle when he attracted prostate cancer, right? My dad got prostate cancer in his late 70s, and he could not have the surgery because it was just too much of a risk. I watched my mom shift him over to a raw diet, to juicing, everything, and my dad beat that, right? Right, no surgeries, nothing. My dad again lived to be 96 years old, but he started to deal when I lost my mom, my dad was declining, right? And the doctors had given him 6 months to live. So I remember watching products, right? Health and wellness, alternative methods come into my dad's life and change his entire life. Okay. And he went on to live like 4 more years, all right, till the age of 96. So that's why I'm so passionate, because I know that there are ways. I know that there are options. I know that there are things that you could do for your overall health. You just have to decide that you want to be able to do it. And then when you make that decision, you got to commit to it, right? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge. There's going to be days in which you don't feel like walking. You don't feel like exercise. There's going to be days in which, you know what, you're sick and tired of drinking water. I get sick and tired of drinking water. I do. We don't buy anything else in the house, right? So I have to find creative ways to drink my water. This is a plastic bottle, so I can't put lemon in it, right? But when in my glass, I'm drinking lemon. I'm putting all kinds of things in there to spruce up my water so I can be excited about drinking water. So there's gonna be days in which you just don't feel like doing it, But when you have a goal, when your vision is bigger than that, when you understand that your health is your greatest wealth, you're going to do what's necessary in order to take care of you. Because once you're gone, guess what? There is no coming back here to this earth. Okay. All right. So you do what you want to do when it comes time to living life to the fullest. But if you want to help some people, right? I'm just going to tell you like this. We have an incredible compensation plan that connects to these products. All right. And at the end of the day, if you want to earn an extra weekly check, if you want to be someone who just sits back and promotes the advantage as like an affiliate, as a brand ambassador, you can literally get started in this business for $29.95. Grab a hold of some product. That's your membership. And as a matter of fact, I'll pull that up. And you're able to tap into the retail, in which you're going to be able to earn 30% commissions every time somebody decides and goes and buys this product, or they decide to go and buy the drops, right? Whatever it is, you're going to earn 30% off of the retail price, not volume. But I love it because we get paid twice off of retail orders over here at our company, and it's powerful. I'm not going into details. Whoever shared this with you can give you the specifics, right? And so retail is very strong, and we're excited about it because we pay out an industry high. Every Friday, you're going to get a paycheck. Or you may be someone on here today in which you want to just focus on the products. Let me just pull this up. And you want to become that customer at full retail, you could do that. Or you could become a preferred customer of whoever invited you on here and tell them you want to save. I want to save 15%. How can I do that? Well, they're going to share with you how you can have the products come to your household. You never run out, and you're going to automatically save 15%. But remember, I was talking about that membership, right? You can grab a hold of this $29.95 membership, whatever package we have, advantage packages. Of course, you're going to have to wait for those, all right? Because it's out of stock. Hopefully be back in about a week or so. But you could definitely get in with whatever product that you want. And now you begin to earn, right? And so for that person who is on here, and maybe you're like Nate and I, you want to be able to build teams all over the entire world, you start to tap into more money, right? Every single week, right? And I love it because our comp plan is unique. You build deep, you get in. So when you get in and you decide that you want to build this thing, we have a binary structure and a unilevel structure. You go deep, and guess what? Everyone goes in one behind the other. I told you that this thing is moving fast, right? Not only is it moving fast, but this advantage, this product is moving fast, right? People want this product. I want you to imagine you getting in front of something. I want you to imagine this being your Google moment. I want you to imagine this being your Starbucks, your Facebook moment, in which you have the opportunity to get involved in a ground floor opportunity. The company is new, right? We represent with products. We have a culture that is absolutely incredible. Lives are for real being changed, not band-aids just being put on situations. Lives are being changed, and you now have the opportunity to get paid, right? So you could build this thing, tap into 15% recurring incomes coming into your household every single week. And I could tell you, matching bonuses, up 30%, up to 30%. So many different things that will now begin to happen in your life, and fast start bonuses up to 30%. And I can tell you, it could all be just simply because you make a decision to say yes to you. All right. So as I close this out today, I just want to say healthy lifestyles and slim waistlines. That's the mission that we're on. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that we will get it done. All right. So before we do that, I want to just close out so that you can really feel the fire, really feel the culture of what you are about to say yes to. Whether it's from a product side, you can be excited. Whether it's from saying, I want to be a part of the team and I want to go to the next level and I want to change my life and help to change the lives of others, you could be excited. Whether it's just that you want to be on here today and you want to save that 15%, you could be excited. Why? Because you know that you are a part of a company that for real is dedicated, committed to changing lives. I just want to share with you a little bit about the future of our company. Better together. All right, y'all. So I'm going to close this thing on today. And I just want to say happy Saturday to each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, not from the top, but at the top, as we take back our health, as we grab a hold of these slim waistlines, and we continue to change lives all over the entire world. So goodbye, everybody. Get back with whoever invited you on here today and say yes. Say yes to you. All right.
Yeah.